Hi everyone, this is going to be pragmaostudio's first Java tutorial. The first tutorial generally in every language is a tutorial that sort of gives you the basic feel of the language, and what it does is it prints out hello world. That's normally the first program you do in any language, so that's what we're going to do with Java. In the last tutorial we installed jGrasp, which is going to be our IDE, which means Integrated Development Environment. Now what that is, it's just a space for you to edit your program and to run and compile it, and it also gives you some other tools. So jGrasp is our IDE. I'll start with a quick rundown of it. On the left here you have your browser area, and there's a tab for find, so when you have some text you want to find in a document, you can do that. There's these other two tabs, Debug and Workbench, that we're not going to use anytime soon, so don't worry about those. At the bottom here, this will be where your compiler gives you any errors that it finds when it starts compiling your program. And here is where it's going to be run. So any run output will be displayed here. So to start, just go ahead and navigate to somewhere where you're going to save your Java documents through this little browser here on the left. In my case, I'm just going to put it in their Java folder under my documents. Now create a new Java document. You'll notice this opens up this little window here. You can press this button here that's pretty much maximize. Works sort of like Windows does. And now, right here, you've got an area to code a new Java program. So, at this point in Java, I'm going to be typing in some code, and most likely you're not going to understand what most of it means. But I'll explain to you the applicable parts, and for now, you're just going to have to sort of follow along, because most of it's not going to make any sense until much later, unless you happen to have experience with programming language before. But I'm going to assume you don't. So, just copy what I type in here. Public class hello world, two curly braces, open and close, and a tab for indentation. It's good programming style to indent your code correctly. Now, public static void main parentheses string, and then args. Now, system.out.println hello world. Alright, so now just save this. Press Ctrl S, and you'll notice if you typed it in correctly, this file name should appear here. If you didn't, that file name won't appear there. So you might want to look through and make sure you copied that right. Just save it as helloworld.java. The name of the file has to be the same as the name of this class. So public class hello world, that means that your document has to be named helloworld.java. You can press this button right here. It's called Generate CSD. This automatically aligns your code, showing you how it works. It'll do different symbols for like loops or if statements, breaks, whatever programming structures there are. But what it's really useful for is the indentation, and it also checks for errors when it does that. Normally I just remove it because I think it's annoying, but I like the automatic indentation. Okay, so now go ahead and press Ctrl B or this plus button to compile the file. And you'll notice down here we have operation complete. That means it compiled successfully. And if you press this running man or press Ctrl R, that'll run the program. Now you'll notice the program output here was just hello world. That's exactly what we were hoping for. For now, these lines here, this public class hello world and public static void main string args, those are all really sort of long, complicated things. Don't worry about those at this point. What we're interested right now is the system.out.println. This is just the statement that prints out those words to the screen, and lets a user see some output. So Java is case sensitive, so a pretty common error is putting that system as a lowercase. That won't work. You'll get a compiler error here saying package system does not exist. Gotta look for that. It is case sensitive. So that means void has to be lowercase. You can't have a capital V like that. Anything that's a keyword is going to be highlighted like that. So this is your basic output tutorial. If you have questions, email us at pragmaoncestudios@gmail.com, and hopefully keep watching our tutorials.